Hello everyone and welcome to our channel All in One channel, and today we are going to learn about science. And before I start this chapter, I want you all to know that we are giving this virtual classes because of the pandemic COVID-19. So please protect yourself at home, okay? Stay home. So our chapter is more about food, okay? Now we read this topic. When we look at this topic, the first question which come in our mind is that what is food? Okay. Why we need food? Food is the substance which gives us energy for doing various activities, okay, work, and to fight against diseases. Now food is a substance which gives us energy. When we eat food, that turns into energy, and that energy helps us to do work and to fight against diseases. Okay, now why we need food? What are the uses of food? For energy we need food, like I told you before. For energy, because if we will not get food, we'll not able to do any work. Okay, and for growth, if we will not eat food, we'll become sick, and poor health conditions there will be there. Okay, and for body functions, we also need food, because that food turns into glucose, and it goes all around our body by blood. So for body functions we need food, and for wounds healing, if we get any kind of wounds, okay, so for healing them, to get them repaired, okay, our tissues get to get our tissues repaired, we need to have food. Okay, and for good health, and if we will not eat food, like I told before, we'll become weak and sick. Okay, these are the main uses of food. Now, what are the components of food? What are the types? What are the parts of food? Carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, fats, and minerals. These are the main components or parts of food. Okay, we can say. So, these are the components of food. Now, we have types of vitamins and minerals. How many types of vitamins and minerals do we have in our normal food we eat? Okay. Vitamins are the A, B, C, D, E, and K. These are the types of vitamins we usually have in our food. Okay. Minerals. Minerals we normally have are iron, iodine, calcium, potassium, and phosphorus. These are the main types of vitamins and minerals. Carbohydrates. Now we need to learn about more about carbohydrates. So what are carbohydrates? Okay, these are energy giving foods. When we get carbohydrate in our body, it gives us instant energy. Okay, so the carbohydrates are divided into two parts, the sugar and starch. Now sugar is a very simple carbohydrate because it is easily digested, and it is very simple kind of carbohydrate. Okay, and starch is complex carbohydrate. The sources of carbohydrates are rice, wheat, bread, potatoes, fruits, etc. Okay, this was some this was a little explanation about carbohydrates. Now we have proteins. What are the proteins? The proteins are the substances which helps us to build our body. When we will get proteins in our food, we'll be able to build body. Okay, and that hence they help to build our body. They are called the bodybuilding foods. They help in growth and development of our body. They help in our growth and development of our body. For proteins, that is why the small kids and the babies are required to have more proteins to growth. Okay, and they help in wounds healing, like I said before. The sources of proteins are pulses, eggs, meat, milk, and milk products. So these are the main sources where we can get more protein. Okay. Now we have the next topic is fats. Okay, what are the fats? These are very high energy giving substances and they give a lot of energy. Okay, so they provide almost double energy than we get from the carbohydrates. Like I said before, the carbohydrates are energy giving food, but the fats they almost give the double energy when we get from the carbohydrates. Okay, but carbohydrate is also needed by our body. All types of the components are required by our body, and the fats are also called the energy giving food, hence they give energy. The sources of fats are ghee, butter, cheese, milk, meat, oil, nuts, fish, and etc. We can get fats if we need fat. So we can take this kind of food if we need to have fat. And I like to also mention that if we will get much fat which is required, then our body will be suffered by obesity. Okay. The large consume of fats can turn into obesity. Now what are the nutrients? When you read this chapter, the nutrients word will be also you will be maybe suffering for. So these are the food substances that provide nourishment to our body. Nutrients are the food substances that provide nourishment to our body. Okay, these are the nutrients. Now, roughage, water, and balanced diet. Actually, it's also very good. It's also a very part of our body, and we need them. So they also play a very important role in our health. Now, roughage are the dietary fibers which are present in our body, which are present in our food. In it also helps in digesting food properly. And for example, we usually have some tomato or cucumber in our food, okay, in our breakfast or something. So these are taken with our meal because they provide nourishment to our body. That is the function of nutrients, and they also help in digesting food properly. And these are the dietary fibers. These are roughage are the dietary fibers. And water helps in removing waste materials out of the body. And water plays a very important role in our health, in our good health, because if we will not drink water, we can suffer from diseases. Okay, so water is needed in our body very much. So we should drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water in one day. Sorry. We should drink 8 to 10 glasses of water in one day. Okay. And water, roughage, and all other nutrients are called the dietary fibers. Water, including the water, roughage, and all the nutrients we have in a meal are called the dietary fibers. And roughage is obtained from the cellulose part of the plant. And now, when we read the topic of roughage, the question in mind came is where do we get roughage from? Okay, so roughage are obtained from a part of a plant which is known as the cellulose part of the plant. Now that is the part where we get our roughage from. Okay, and balanced diet, it will be also a word. It's a very important word. It's a very important diet. Balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? Balanced diet is a diet which contains all the nutrients in correct amount. A diet which contains all the nutrients in correct amount is known as a balanced diet. Okay, I hope you will all get this chapter. Okay, and thanks for watching our video. Keep learning, keep reading, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.